And the first question is, Dr. Shub, you developed a terminology called the Fourth Industrial Revolution, which became a global norm for various industrial changes. And you even chose this term as the main theme for 2016 World Economic Forum. So now, under current pandemic situation, what impact did COVID-19 have on the Fourth Industrial Revolution, and how should countries or companies should respond to it?
That's an excellent question. As a reminder, my notion and my book of the Fourth Industrial Revolution is that the innovations we are seeing today in terms of artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, cloud computing, advanced robotics, and many others, together constitute a new phase in human development, on par or even exceeding previous industrial revolutions in scale and impact. COVID-19, if anything, has accelerated this ongoing industrial revolution. If COVID had happened even 10 years ago, we could not have imagined moving entire companies, schools, and government offices so fast online. Today, that is a reality. The Fourth Industrial Revolution has become a reality, not just for the pioneers, but for a broad range of people and workers. We are also seeing macroeconomic consequences, changes. Big tech companies such as Apple, Samsung, Alphabet, Amazon, or Facebook already are among the largest global companies, but the last months have further cemented their leading positions in the market, while others have started to lag further behind. That will prove to be not only the case now, but will be a permanent consequence of COVID-19. But these past few months have also shown that the Fourth Industrial Revolution will not be beneficial to all unless we make conscious choices and investments to ensure that this is the case. Disadvantaged school students, unskilled workers, and non-digitized companies and governments will feel the crisis much more than others. Moreover, both corporate and income inequality have worsened during the last months. So when we build the post-COVID world, when we do the Great Reset, one of the most important places to start will be to ensure that the fruits of the Fourth Industrial Revolutions are really shared by all. It starts with equitable investments, particularly in education and reskilling. And it also implies we come up with a new framework to regulate data ownership, intellectual property, and competition in the Fourth Industrial Revolution. This requires public-private cooperation. So, to the participants of this World Knowledge Forum, my message is this. It is very important to embrace the Fourth Industrial Revolution and its technology, as it will determine our future prosperity, like nothing else.
Thank you, Dr. Shub. I absolutely agree on the fact that current COVID-19 truly enhanced and accelerated the era of Fourth Industrial Revolution. And this fact naturally leads into my next question, which is, what type of leadership is required for international corporations to overcome global challenges such as COVID-19, the US-China conflicts, and so on?
In the short term, we are likely to see an acceleration of economic deglobalization, a trend which is apparent. Less goods will be produced and traded globally. COVID-19 has caused a disruption, as we all know, in global supply chains. Companies will try and source more products from neighboring or nearby countries to ensure a greater supply chain resilience in case of future disruptions. And indirectly, as you mentioned, we are also seeing a negative impact of COVID-19 on global political and economic relations. COVID-19 has not been good for US-China relations, leading to a worsening of what we call the new Cold War. This will have long-term consequences on global economic cooperation, since companies will very often now emphasize resilience over costs, with China having become in the past the workshop of the world. This reshoring, which will happen over the next years, will lead to major disruptions, particularly affecting Korea. For Korea, the combination of the short-term and long-term trend means it will be more important than before to invest in relations, to invest in facilities in all parts of the world, including other parts of the emerging Asia, Europe, and the Americas. No company or country can rely on production only in one part of the world. We must avoid also that this new Cold War escalates. We have too many shared interests to allow the global system to disintegrate. Two other aspects of globalization, environmental and digital globalization, are in fact on the rise. And the COVID crisis has shown that when it concerns public health, we are globally connected as well. On all these fronts, collaboration is crucial, and I'm thinking particularly of vaccines, which we urgently need so well and distributed on a global level. Physically, we still can close borders, but virtually, we continue to see ideas, intellectual property, digital goods and services, cyber viruses, unfortunately, and so are many other things spread everywhere. The fact that I'm speaking to you now from Geneva, I think is a perfect example. One of the consequences of COVID was that we all became more defensive and therefore more egoistic and more nationalistic. But in the end, we share a common fate as a planet and as people who live on it. The right response is to collaborate and to coordinate internationally, so we can address the global challenges posed by climate change and COVID-19 and also continue to use trade as a force for good.
The World Knowledge Forum